How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Oblivion. Let's go. Casually wandering around with the torch. It's actually dark outside now, so maybe I can put the torch away so I can see better. Hello?
We should find a defensible spot and protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those battles? We need to get the Emperor out of here.
My sword for the dragon!
They're attacking.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassin.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen.
Right.
How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
The Nine guide and protect us.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
I'll go into astrology. I'm gonna be a warrior. Yes.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the warrior shall prove a stalwart companion when fortune fades.
Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness.
Nice.
With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Jump.
You may as well make yourself useful. Carry that torch and stick close.
Oh god, his face. Oh my god, that was a scary ass face. I have my torch, don't worry everybody. I'll protect you with my bow.
Take them down! The Emperor's in danger! This one's mine!
For the Emperor!
Emperor's in danger!
Talos
We
preserves.
thought we'd go down.
The dragon fires!
Got him. Where you guys going? Just checking behind you. Okay, so this weird bug happened to me earlier. Oblivion, for some reason, decided to be a piece of shit, and every time I pressed play on the launcher, the launcher would close and then come back up. And the fix was to restart Steam, so I uninstalled it for nothing. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and that didn't help at all. And running in a compatibility mode made the game crash, so yeah. Again, you guys are going the opposite direction. Oh my god, they're not gonna walk all the way back, are they? Please don't tell me it's bugged. Okay. This game is suddenly bugged now. Ay ay ay.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Hello, Bars. How are you? Are you doing good? Yes? You doing good? Yes?
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
For the Emperor!
Take them down!
Sir? Sir, you gonna move? Oh god. Ow, ow!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings.
Okay.
Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
You just had a heart attack and died.
You chose a bad.
You thought we'd go down easy? No. Talos, save us.
Hey,
We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Emperor gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There is another hair.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced warrior. Am I right?
An experienced warrior? I'm gonna make my own class. There we go. Adventurer? Nah, I'm gonna call it Beef. Create beef class? Yes. I am beef.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
After the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Waynon Priory immediately. Got it?
Sure. Yes, I understand.
The Emperor's trust was well placed.
What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
And he took my sword. You bitch. At least I got this steel short sword. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Hello? A rat. A goblin. Oh, he fell in the water. Nah. I'm not taking any rat meat. Cheese wheels. Sure. Flour. Sure. Arrows and lockpicks? Alright, sweet. Oh shit. Got him. You will not mess with me, for I am beef. I am the beef. Beef. That rat doesn't usually attack, but I attacked anyways. Alright, we're about to go outside, so let me get rid of this torch. Finished. Nice. Ah, Oblivion. Looks like Silent Hill a little bit. Yeet. I usually like going over here, so I attack these people. Oh shit. Ow! Fuck you. Got him. That was easy. Thanks for the steel bow, buddy. A book. Ha, garlic. It's because the story is about vampires. Here, let me read it for you guys real quick. The moons and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, but the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that Movarth Pequeen could see in the dark almost as well as the light, an excellent talent considering his interests were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him at first, I thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opalescence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did not want to discuss a specific disease. Vampirism, he said, and then I paused at my quizzical look. I was told that you were someone I should seek out for help understanding it. Who told you that? I asked with a smile. Tissina Gray. I immediately remembered her, a brave, beautiful knight who had needed my assistance separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years and I had never heard whether my advice had proved effective. You've spoken to her? How is her ladyship? I asked. Dead, Movarth replied coldly. And then, responding to my shock, he added to perhaps soften the blow. She said your advice was invaluable, at least for the one vampire. When last I talked to her, she was tracking another. It killed her. Then the advice I gave her was not enough, I sighed. Why do you think it would be enough for you? I was a teacher once myself, years ago, he said. Not in a university, a trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right questions, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I intend to ask you the right questions. And that he did. For hours he asked questions and I answered what I could, but he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled. He only studied me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer at the Fighters Guild. Are you on an assignment for them? No, he said curtly. And finally I could detect some weariness in those feverish eyes of his. I would like to continue this tomorrow night if I could. I need to get some sleep and absorb this. You sleep during the day, I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile, though it was more of a grimace. When tracking your prey, you adapt to their habits. The next day, he did return with more questions. These ones were very specific. He wanted to know about the vampires of Eastern Skyrim. I told him about the most powerful tribe, the Volkiar, paranoid and cruel, whose very breath could freeze their victims, blood in the veins. I explained to him how they lived beneath the ice of remote and haunted lakes, never venturing into the world of men except to feed. Movarth Bequeen listened carefully and asked more questions into the night, until at last he was ready to leave. I will not see you for a few days, he said, but I will return and tell you how helpful your information has been. True to his word, the man returned to my chapel shortly after midnight 4 days later. There was a fresh scar on his cheek, but he was smiling that grim but satisfied smile of his. Your advice helped me much, he said, but you should know that Volkiar have an additional ability you didn't mention. They can reach through the ice of their lakes without breaking it. It was quite a nasty surprise, being grabbed from below without any warning. How remarkable, I said with a laugh, and terrifying. You're lucky you survived. I don't believe in luck. I believe in knowledge and training. Your information helped me, and my skill at melee combat sealed the bloodsucker's fate. I've never believed in weaponry of any kind. Too many unknowns. Even the best swordsmith has created a flawed blade, but you know what your body is capable of. I know I can land 1,000 blows without losing my balance, provided I get the first strike. The first strike? I murmured. So you must never be surprised. That is why I came to you, said Movarth. You know more than anyone alive about these monsters, in all their cursed varieties across the land. Now you must tell me about the vampires of Northern Valenwood. I did as he asked, and once again his questions taxed my knowledge. There were many tribes to cover, the Bone Samu, who were indistinguishable from Bosmer except when seen by candlelight, the Kirillith, who could disintegrate into mist, the Yakef, who swallowed men whole, the dread Telboth, who preyed on children, eventually taking their place in the family, waiting patiently for years before murdering them all in an unnatural hunger. Once again he bade me farewell, promising to return in a few weeks, and once again he returned as he said, just after midnight. This time, Movarth had no fresh scars, but he again had new information. You were wrong about the Kirillith. You were wrong about the Kirillith being unable to vaporize when pushed underwater, he said, patting my shoulder fondly. Fortunately, they cannot travel far in their mist form, and I was able to track it down. It must have surprised it fearfully. Your field knowledge is becoming impressive, I said. I should have an acolyte like you decades ago. Now tell me, he said, of the vampires of Cyrodiil. I told him what I could. There was but one tribe in Cyrodiil, a powerful clan who had ousted all other competitors, much like the Imperials themselves had done. Their true name was unknown, lost in history, but they were experts at concealment. If they kept themselves well fed, they were indistinguishable from living persons. They were cultured, more civilized than the vampires of the provinces, preferred to feed on victims while they were asleep, unaware. They will be difficult to surprise, Movarth frowned, but I will seek one out and tell you what I learn. And then you will tell me of the vampires of High Rock and Hammerfell and Elsewhere, and Blackmarsh and Morrowind and the Somerset Isles, yes? I nodded, knowing then that this was a man on an eternal quest. He wouldn't be satisfied with but the barest hint of how things were. He needed to know it all. He did not return for a month, and on the night that he did, I could see his frustration and despair, though there were no lights burning in my chapel. I failed, he said as I lit a candle. You were right. I could not find a single one. I brought the light up to my face and smiled. He was surprised, even stunned by the pallor of my flesh, the dark hunger in my ageless eyes, and the teeth. Oh yes, I think the teeth definitely surprised the man who could not afford to be surprised. Haven't fed in 72 hours, I explained as I fell on him. He did not land the first blow or the last. What a twist! Alright, that's going to be the end of this episode of Oblivion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do like if you did. Let me know if you want more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later.